You're welcome back to Prime Morning. This is the biggest breakfast on television. My name is Daniel Daze once again, and we are going beyond the headlines. Now, what happened at Ejura really took the nation by storm. It began with the death of Ibrahim Mohammed, aka Macho Kaaka, and the day of Kaaka's burial, there was a protest by the people, there was a roadblock, and then we found that military personnel allegedly fired live rounds into the crowd, killing 2 people and then injuring a number of others. Of course, the investigative committee headed by Justice George Kingsley Kumsin has sat on the matter. They've looked at what has happened. But there are a number of lives that have been caught in the crosshairs between the police investigation and the anger of the people. And today we'll be talking to a representative of the family of Ibrahim Mohammed Kaaka, whose brother is currently in custody as a suspect in the murder of Kaaka. Nafiu is here. Nafiu Mohammed. Hi, Nafiu. How are you doing?
Morning, my brother. Dazi.
Yes, it's great to have you here. Welcome to our studios.
It's also my pleasure being in your studio this morning.
Okay. Before we start with the conversation proper, let's remind ourselves of how events have unfolded since the Ejura protest.
Documents have revealed social activist Ibrahim Mohammed, also known as Kaaka Macho, was attacked whilst entering his Ejura Dagomba line residence on June 26, 2021. His assailants, who wielded clubs, attacked his occipital region, left him in an unconscious state and fled. He died on 28 June 2021, 3 days after the incident at Konfanoche Teaching Hospital. Kaaka's death sparked clashes in Ejura, leading to the shooting to death of 2 people, whilst 4 others suffered gunshot injuries.
So 1 person has been shot, and you can see him in your shot there.
A committee of inquiry, chaired by Court of Appeal Judge Justice George Kingsley Kumsin, was set up by government to investigate the clashes. Members of the committee included security expert Dr. Vladimir Nchidanso and media executive Juliet Amwa, with a principal state attorney as secretary.
Having recorded this fraction of the evidence,
it began its public engagement on July 5, 2021, after a visit to Ejura, and received testimonies from 22 witnesses, including 3 in camera.
The evidence I shall give to this committee.
Among them was Municipal Chief Executive for Ejura Seche Mohammed Salisu Bamba. He told the committee 2 of the 3 persons arrested in connection with the murder of the late Kaaka Macho are polling station executives of the New Patriotic Party in Ejura. They are Fuseni Alasa and Ibrahim Isaka, also known as Enyas.
You know one person called Anyas?
Yes, I know him.
What is your relationship with him?
Anyas is our police station executive, and the other guy, Alasan, is also our police station executive. Actually, Anyas is at GKC police station, and Anyas is in the Gombalai FM-based polling station. They are MPP party members that I know.
Mr. Bamba was also quizzed on his relationship with the 2 men, said to be his bodyguards.
Were the 2 people that were arrested, are they your bodyguards?
Not at all.
But was the late Kaaka Macho a known member of the Fix the Country movement? His wife and cousin provided the committee some answers.
additional to the work that he does, he also goes round to ascertain within the community wherever he finds that something is going wrong.
One critical issue that came up at the committee's hearing was who ordered the military men to Ejura. Ashanti Regional Minister Simon Osei Mensah admitted he did.
I called the commanding officer for battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Pepra, to dispatch some of the Operation Calm Life teams to go to Ejura to provide protection during that night.
Ejura Nifahini, Nana Osekweju Ansebie II on the 11th day sitting of the committee described how politics has eaten into almost everything in Ejura.
My Lord, there's nothing that happens in Ejura that you can take politics out of it. In Ejura, everything, including weddings, engagements, everything, there's some element of politics in it, depending on who is doing it.
The committee received 117 videos, 555 pictures and 1 audio in evidence during the 12-day public hearing.
So in all, we have spent 12 days of examining the evidence.
However, some witnesses came under a barrage of attacks after appearing before the committee. Prominent among them was Love FM's Erastus Asaidonko, whose testimony was described as stupid and irrelevant by Chairman of Parliament's Defence and Interior Committee, Kennedy Ejapong. But Justice Kumsin told journalists on July 16, 2021, none of the evidence received was foolish.
Who decides what is stupid? We as a committee, we are a fact-finding committee. And we've not come out to say that anyone's evidence is stupid or is irrelevant. Erastus gave evidence, a lot of evidence, video, and apart from that, I think he appeared before us, testified, yes, oral testimony. And I don't think none of his evidence looks stupid.
On July 27, 2021, the committee presented its report in a 55-page document to the Interior Minister, Ambrose Derry, who promised to study and report findings to President Akufo-Addo. From Kumasi, for Joy News, Wahim Interior reporting.
And that was a report of what has been happening regarding that investigation into the happenings at the funeral of Kaaka. First of all, before we even go into the recent visit to Accra, first of all, Nafiu, the family had a position on these hearings. Initially, you weren't going to take part. Then decided to take part. Have you been satisfied with how things were handled by the committee?
Thank you, Daniel. You see, from the beginning, the family made it clear, based on the letter served by the Interior Minister, to probe into the circumstances that led to the unfortunate shootings on the 29th, of which the family of Ibrahim Muhammad alias Kaaka was not part of it. That was the time we were from the cemetery. As a normal 10 Islamic norms, we need to go and perform our funeral, that is Adua. So we were at the point, at that sitting, when we had an information that a shooting has taken place. So we have to, as a family, we took off to Ejura Hospital where we went. At our side, 2 people were gunned down. They were down. So at the main specific terrain and framework of the committee was not part of us. Mm-hmm. We are not part of it. Mm-hmm. So with the council we had, so we realized that going there is just like going there to tell everything you know about the death of Kaaka there. So we decided as a family with our lawyers, we are not turning up. After being in Kumasi on the 9th of July to have our press statement and press release, we returned back and there was a lot of calls from the community leaders, from the traditional council and from the Zengu chiefs for us to appear before the committee because the committee was set. The incident that happened emanated from the fact that it was the death of our brother. Okay. So we need to be there, at least to tell the committee what we have. So we did turn up. My brother's wife, Sahada, who did testify to some facts, of which we even saw it now on your screen. So
do you feel like you did it because of the pressure that you got?
Actually, we did it because of the pressure. The family stance is that we are not appearing. We did it because of the demands of the society. Actually, in Ghanaian language or Tree, we say, so they are leaders of our society and they think we should go. So we did that for them.
Out of respect to them?
Yeah, out of respect and honor to their prestige.
Okay, I understand that. Since then, a report has been submitted to the Interior Minister. Do you feel like it's being dealt with in the way that you would like?
Actually, to our liking, we never liked the demeanor and the setup of how questioning and how things were done at the committee level. We're not certain and we're not okay with it. But as the gentleman of the land, the President of the Republic, has ordered the Interior Ministers to set up, we have no problem with that. So we need to go by that. The committee have done its work. Almost a month up to now, the report has been submitted to the Interior Ministry. Up to now, we have not heard of anything from that. We are expecting, and we are indeed with zeal and vigor expecting to see the report and see what it contains.
So at least your expectation is that the report is released to the public, for the public to see what's in there?
Yes. The main emphasis is about the affected individuals. Kaaka has been affected, and we specifically know that it is a criminal case which has to go under investigations. Regarding those affected, 2 people down. Nasiru Mohammed is down. Muntala Mohammed is also down. They were all buried. Nasiru has a daughter. What is going to happen to the daughter? So you can see that life is going to be complicated for the daughter now. And Muntala has no heir. So let's put it on that side. There are others who have been affected. Okay. There is a brother of mine who is just close brother of mine whose leg has been amputated, who is now in Ejura. He is suffering.
He was also shot that day.
He was shot. And
during the protest?
Yeah, during the protest. Okay. He was amputated. So now he's there suffering. He's just a metal mechanics. But now he's now struggling. What to eat, the welfare of the family itself is critical. And there are a lot of people who are affected psychologically and mentally. So you realize that this thing has really brought a lot of pain and agony to Ejura.
Okay.
We need justice for every individual. The family of Kaaka need justice. Our brother who has been arrested also need justice. Those affected in Ejura also need justice.
On the matter, on the second person you mentioned, that's your brother who's been arrested, you had reason to go to the chief imam. Yeah. Let's hear from the chief imam who was speaking during this visit that Kaaka's family paid his office.
And be good. When we are good, to all the blessings, the consequence will come to our children and the younger generations. So we pray for all those who have departed. We pray for our grandparents and other family members. We pray for God's mercy. May God have compassion on them. Compassion on them. We also want to pray that our end should be good. May we end on a very good note. Whatever appeal that has been brought to me this morning, I am also concerned. I'm also affected that I have not heard anything from the investigations. I will make my advisory board to get involved, so that we find out exactly where are we with respect to the investigations, so that we will find solution to the problem and also establish justice.
And that was the Chief Imam, Sheikh Dr. Nuhu Sharubutu, speaking, of course, through his interpreter, Sheikh Armiel Shaibu. And he was explaining that he's also been concerned about the delay in investigations. So, now for you, let's backtrack just a second. Why did you decide to go to the Chief Imam's office?
Dazi, let me at least talk about this issue. The main reason for going to Chief Imam is our biological grandfather. Although we are resident of Ejura, but he is a biological grandfather. So when the incident happened, he paid a courtesy call on the family at Ejura. He visited the family, mourned with them, prayed for us, and talked to the youth. That really did a lot of marvelous work, because the message he put across made the youth calm down.
Okay.
So we were in the view as a family to pay a courtesy call on him. After doing everything necessary, we think to have audience with the Inspector General of Police, to have audience with him. That opportunity we are still expecting, but we are not granted that opportunity up to now. So we did seek the audience of the National Chief Imam, and he did accept and granted us the opportunity. So we're there to tell him about what is really happening about the case, because it is part of him as a family. So since we were there, we tried to elaborate a lot of issues. There are a lot of issues that brings the idea because of the professionalism of the police service. There are a lot of things that are not happening well with us, so of which we need to address before the IGP to see the way forward. We're not given the opportunity, but our Chief Imam gave us the opportunity.
Did his office respond? Did the IGP's office respond to you?
Not yet. On Monday when I arrived, I went to the headquarters to find out. We were only told the IGP is not in town. When he is in town, they will give us a response.
Well, you are aware of reports that he's touring the Bono East region. He went to the Bono region over the murder of the boys who were murdered, and then he moved to the Bono East region for a 2-day tour. We've been reporting it, so
he's in town.
I don't know if he's...
So on Monday we were told he's not in town. So, and I don't know specifically when he went to the Bono region, so I cannot emphatically say whether he's in town or he's not in town.
All right.
So, but the fact that we visited the office on Monday and we were told he's not in town.
And you've not heard from his office?
So we also not heard from the office. So that's it. So you realize that there are a lot of pressure on us to follow up. Keeping silent is just like killing yourself. As a family, we need to find really what is really happening. There are no information from the police. The family have never been called or informed formally of any investigation on the issue of Kaaka's death and the arrest of Edie, our brother. We know nothing of it. To surprise you, you see, the youth were on the streets not because they just want to be on the streets. They really know what Kaaka is doing. Kaaka's work is just to look at the meanings of society, what are not going well. Fix this particular program, this project, fix this, fix that. So his main emphasis to see Ejura being fixed, everything being done normal. So Kaaka in his work has faced a lot of challenges. He was being attacked, warned on several grounds that if he don't stop that activity of him, he's making them unpopular. His own people. And you can hear from the MCE's own mouth, he said Kaaka is what? A member of the party. And he has been warned by the bodyguards of what? The Honorable MCE on several grounds. He should stop. If he don't stop, they will beat him. And they did beat him, and finally they killed him. So where are we running from the fact that he's a social media activist? Why the arrest of Edie? All was a setup to what? To refrain or to take the mind of the people of Ghana away from the fact that he's a social media activist. That is why Edie was brought.
So you feel that it's part of your brother's arrest was simply a part of a grand scheme?
Yeah, it's a grand scheme, my brother. So if you look at the scenario upon which when let me go back. Now, when you look at the incident happened on the 26th at dawn, around 1:30 thereabout. We reported the case around 2 a.m. to the police. To surprise you, Dazi, the police did not turn up to the scene, the crime scene, until 16 hours. Even that, they were forced by the youth of the town.
So by what time did they finally arrive at this?
Around 5:30 thereabout. PM. When it happened around 1:30 a.m. So you can realize
the death of Kaaka, the initial.
Yes. So you can see the laxity of them acting.
Did they tell you why they were late?
No. We have to petition the Zongo chief, petition the Ejura chief imam, and petition the traditional council. Then we were directed by the traditional council to go back. Since a report, we were given a medical report of which the doctor felt. We send it back to the police.
So all that time, excuse me to say, and I know that it's a difficult time for you, but that time you had moved the body to the mortuary.
No, not that. That was on the 26th. When the incident happened, he was beaten up. We took him to hospital. He was at Ejura Hospital. Later within the day, on the same 26th.
So he was still alive?
Yes. So he was taken off to Komfo Anokye. So when he was taken to Komfo Anokye, He was there on the 27th, 28th. In the afternoon, he passed on.
So let me get this straight.
Yes.
When Kaaka was beaten,
yes,
the police had the opportunity to interrogate him, to at least ask him questions because he was alive and he was speaking, but he was in the hospital.
No, that opportunity has not been done. Since he was beaten, he has not spoken a word.
Till he passed.
Till he passed. So the police have never been to the scene, and they have not even visited the hospital. They have not visited the house where the crime was committed, and they have not even visited the hospital. They were forced to visit the crime scene, which is our house, when the youth petitioned the leaders of the town. Before the youth went to the police station, marked them to the house, before they went in and took statement of some tenants in the house. Thereafter, police never visited the house till the 10th of August, just 2 weeks ago, came to the house that they are investigating. Even before that, you realize that there is Madam Tiwa, former PRO of the police service, has given a press release of which she stated clearly that it is what? Edie who has killed Kaaka. If you can give me, yes. Preliminary police investigation disclosed that, including an eyewitness account, that Mohammed Idris, which is even given a wrong name. Our brother is Ibrahim Mohammed, not Mohammed Idris. Accusing our brother. So she is referring to Kaaka, which is Ibrahim Mohammed, by the name Mohammed Idris alias Kaaka, was attacked by Baba Idi, who is our senior brother. His brother, Baba Idi, and has since been arrested, arraigned before a court, and remanded into police custody and helping in police investigation. But to tell you, this is just a mischief. Why am I saying that? On the 26th, when Kaaka was beaten, we know those, we in Ejura know those people who threatened him. Those people, they sit at a base, MPP base and other thing. They knew those people who threatened his life out of him.
No, they threatened his life. That means they said they'll beat him.
Yes.
That doesn't mean they actually beat him, does it?
My brother, why did he run for their life? I was in town. Why didn't I run to the police station? Those two people arrested ran by their own legs to Ejura police station, and they were arrested. They were arrested on the 28th when Kaaka died. On the 30th, our brother Edie was arrested for alleged eyewitness, which is total falsehood. We as a family know, because that witness, they say, wrote her statement on the 26th, of which she said everything that tenants in the house said. On the 30th, she went and changed her statement. That led to the arrest of Edie. That was
so
after
she wrote one statement and then changes it.
Yes. She wrote on the 26th, and later on the 30th, she went in for another statement. That statement led to the arrest of our brother, Edie. So you can realize that...
Why she changed her statement?
For her selfish interest, for sure. Because we don't know. For we sure in Ejura knows that there is some kind of masturbation out there. The reason I said is trying to do away with the fact that our brother is a social media activist. That is the main reason, for people's selfish interests.
You said there are people you suspect who ran away and went to the police station. They ran to the police station?
Yes, they were chased by the youth because they accused him on the 25th. They personally threatened him to beat him up. So on the 26th, he was beaten. So who will I point hands to?
Yeah, but isn't it, if I accuse you, or if I threaten you that I will beat you, am I rather not the one who should avoid beating you, because I know that if anything happens to you, I'll be blamed?
You see, those two people we are talking of are not just mere people just like I and you. They are the special aid and bodyguards of the MCA. You can hear from his statement. He said he has no bodyguards. We in Ejura knows, even for now, as a journalist, go to Ejura. When you go to Ejura, just do your normal survey, investigation. Just call 2, 3, 4, 5 people and ask them of the names of those arrested. My brother, there is nothing denying fact. They will tell you that they are the bodyguards of the MC. Every place the MC put his legs, they are behind him.
Okay. Okay. Your brother was picked up on the 30th.
Yes.
And where has he been kept since then?
He has been kept in Central Police Station in Kumasi.
How's he doing?
He's very well. It's only that he's not happy about some treatment meted out to him at the cell. At the beginning, he told us that he was forced out of the cell to a particular office where a document was given to him to thumbprint. Our brother is illiterate. He cannot read, he cannot write. So he told them, I cannot read the content of the letter. Let's call my lawyer, because I have a lawyer. They said no. And forced him. He said they forced him, persuaded him and forced him to thumbprint the documents, of which our lawyers have written to the police demanding the content of such document. Up to now, nothing of such nature has happened. They have not given us any information. That's the first one. The second one has to be with the fact that after him telling us this information, so when you visit him, you'll be told that you don't have opportunity to speak our normal language. He don't understand any language except Hausa. So when you visit him, you'll be told that you cannot speak Hausa here. You have to speak Ghanaian language, which is Twi language, to Idi. So, which is just just a discrimination. Why should you tell me to speak to a brother in cell, a language he don't understand? How can he understand me and give me feedback? So this is another terrain. These are all part of the problems we were of the view that when we have opportunity with the Inspector General of Police, we put before him so that answers will be given or the due process will be passed. Officers who are not doing their work right will be forced to do their work right. If things are done right, we as a family don't have problem. We don't want to see any kind of masturbation of the problem. The only thing we are urging is justice for everybody. We are individuals, we are human beings. We seek justice for our brother. And we seek justice for Kaaka, as well as we seek justice for our brother Idi Mohammed. So this is our concern. And justice for those people affected within the entirety of Ejura.
What's next for you? You've gone to see the chief imam now. We are not clear if you will meet the IGP, but what's next for the family?
Chief Imam has really assured us he will do follow-up. He has enticed his cabinet to set up. Even today, I'm sure they are sitting up today. They will sit on other matters and our matter. So what the family is, the way forward is, we still expect to hear from the IGP. At any convenient time, he called us, we will turn up. And the family's wish is to see justice being meted to everybody. Everybody is equally before the law. And we need to be attended to. There are a lot of cases we have. Even now, Mr. Dazi, the most aspect of it is, as a family, the welfare of the family is even a problem. How to take care of the family. Because Kaaka left a wife and 5 beautiful daughters. The person we are expecting he's going to take care of them is Idi Mohammed, who is now behind bars, who has been accused falsely of a crime he knew nothing of. He knew nothing of that crime, but he's arrested for it. He is the one we know he's now going to take over from the brother. He is going to take care of him. Now, we are grieving twice, Mr. Dazi. We are actually grieving twice. A son has been taken from us, and one has also been taken from us.
I wonder how his mother is doing.
Emotionally, she's not stable, my brother. Emotionally, I tell you, she's not. This morning, I was talking to her before I came here. She was telling me, where are you going? Don't go any place. I said, no, mother, we need to talk. At least when we keep silent, things will worsen up. We need to speak for descending people, descending minds to hear our plight and follow our story so that justice will be meted to us. So the welfare of the family is a great thing, of which we are appealing with the society. So if the statement given to you, you realize that we have some set of numbers on it, of which we are appealing to every individual, home and away, who want to assist the family. And so because of this kind of pain they are putting us through, we have to take a lawyer who can defend Idi. And now even the cost, the family cannot bear the cost of taking a lawyer. all this, we are appealing to the society, the Ghanaian society, that we need help. We need help from that. So we have a set of numbers. I don't know, maybe whether you give us the opportunity.
Yes, yeah, you can put the numbers out. But I wanted to know that in the meantime, because you just put out this appeal.
Yes.
How is his wife and his children? How are they surviving?
Actually, we are indeed managing. It's entirely the work of family members to help us out, and some descending people in Ghana. Some do help. But we are of the view that the help is coming, but it's not forthcoming as we expected. So we are of the view that if we get more help, as I tell you now, the firstborn of Kaaka is in the secondary school. The next one is even yet to go. They are now to write their BEC, and the others P5, P4, and the other one who has not started school yet. So you can realize that there is a lot of burden on the family, even with the other terrain of the lawyers. So we need to at least solicit funds to assist the family and the cause of the lawyers. So it's not easy at all.
It's quite unfortunate, nephew, with what is happening. You seem to insist that there is a cover-up surrounding this particular issue, but we've seen that the Justice George Kingsley Kumsin Committee said that the MC should not be reappointed, or he should be sacked from office. And he himself, he has withdrawn his application for reappointment. Don't you think that in itself is justice in a way?
In a way, it's a justice, but what is that thing going to solve? That action, what is Ejura going to achieve from that? What will the family of Kaaka achieve from that decision? That's what the question we need to ask. First place, let's ask why the report is not out yet, so we cannot question on the degree. We need to know why is he asked to step aside? Why is it? So that's the question. So are we vindicated as a family based on the audios and the videos Kaaka circulated on the social media that they have accepted the fact that he was behind the killing of Kaaka? That's why they are saying he should be sacked? That's the question we need to ask. Is it because of his managerial and functional rules that he did not perform well? That's why he's asked to step aside? These are questions, legitimate questions we need to ask. So these are questions we as a family think if he is just sacked or anything, we don't see the value for now, because we think the due process has to go on. The due process is he has been allegedly accused that he threatened, or he sent a delegation to threaten our brother. He should be questioned. As at this time, I'm telling you, the police have never invited the MC to write anything on the matter. You are somebody who have been accused, or a name has been mentioned in a particular video, you are part of it. Can't you invite the person to question him? That is a question we need to ask. He needs to be invited and interrogated. But has it been done?
You're unhappy with the police, the way they're dealing with this?
Oh, actually, I should be unhappy. If an incident should happen in your house, police appear before the scene 16 hours. Even before that, he was arrested. That he has taken the police on rampage when they were involved in unprofessional acts at Ejura. He took them on a live video on Facebook. They arrested him, detained him, and later he was given a warning letter.
By the police?
By the police in Ejura. Just after that incident, that letter was served on the 15th of June. Later on the 26th June, he was attacked.
So it says here, it's captioned here, warning letter. It is signed by the District Superintendent of Police, CID phone number, well, the phone number is here, and the Superintendent of Police, Ghana Police Service, Ejura. My attention has been directed to what appears to be a breach of law committed by you on 14th June 2021, where you are stated to have committed the offense of offensive conduct conducive to the breach of peace, contrary to Section 207 of Acts 2960. after giving this matter careful consideration, I've decided that no further action will be taken in this case, but you're informed that if you're reported again, it may be necessary to take proceedings against you in respect of the latter case. So this is what was written on the 15th of June?
Yes. So you realize from the point that they were involved, they were on the parts, on the road, controlling the traffic and other things. As usual, they were involved in some unprofessional act, of which he was also riding on his motorbike. So he passed on that frequently. It's part of his training because that was the lane where he has been prophesizing. It's a road. It's a road in Ejura which is very dilapidated. He has been talking of it. As I'm telling you, they are on the road working. It was through his advertisement and others. They are on the road working now when he's no more. So on the same road, when he was on his way, he realized that the first day he was passing, the police are on the way doing some kind of unprofessional act. So he took them on video, Facebook Live. When they realized they know him and what he does, so they chased him and arrested him. He was detained for 2 days, and later, this was the bond and the warning given to him. And everything, every video he has on that particular thing was traced on Facebook and deleted. As I'm telling you now, his phone is in the possession of the police. His phone is in the possession of the police. And the other two materials they found at the scene where the crime scene committed was 2 big sticks. And it was taken also by the police. To surprise you, everything emanated from the fact that even from the testimony given at the committee by the superintendent, the medical superintendent of Ejura, he testified to the fact that one person cannot commit such act. So why the accusation on ED?
What if he was part of the group that did it?
Look, those 2 people, he never knew them in Ejura until this sudden incident. He has never set his eyes on them. He never knew them. Our brother is a type who is indoor, always in the house. He don't move out.
Why he in particular? I mean, anybody at all from the family or beyond the family could have been accused. But why ED in particular?
They have to answer this question, brother. Because we as a family knows that he has nothing. They live peacefully. To surprise you, it is everything. Kaaka is the breadwinner of the family. So they pay allegiance and respect. He is the junior, but he provides.
You mean Kaaka is the junior?
Yes, he's a junior. He's the last born of the mother.
Oh, okay.
So you see, he provides. So where will that substance come that I'll have a mindset? If I don't have something on me, I can come to you as a brother, but I need 1 or 2 things to rush out. Oh, food, everything is provided by Kaaka's wife. So what will emanate start thinking? Even on the same 25th, Kaaka was having a series of calls in the house, in the compound house. He was having a call when the brother was closer to him. And he was on top of his voice. Kaaka was on top of his voice on phone. When he finished, the brother asked him, what's really happening? He said, oh, forget these politicians. They have called me, threatening me about what the work I'm doing. And look, when you take your time, you listen to the audio he said at the end, if anything happens to me, it's because of my activism. I'm saying this so that the whole world will hear me out. The whole world will know if anything happens to me, this is the person who has sent a threat to me. So the world should be aware. Are we forgotten of that audio? It's by him. I have not done that audio so that you say it was doctored by me or something. It is on Facebook. So I'm not the one who have gone in for the video or the audio. So it is him himself who said that. So this thing is quite confusing. The main reason is just to do away with the fact that he's a social media activist. That is the main reason.
Right. Nafiu, thank you very much for joining us. And like you said, you are going to continue with this, with your new activism to see about the justice that you're demanding. We'll be following these stories and seeing where it ends. Thank you very much. Nafiu Mohammed.
My request has not been granted.
Oh yeah, you wanted to put out the phone?
Yes.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Please. So for the assistance of the family, we have 3 numbers to give out. We have a Momo number, which is MTN number, which is by the name Minawara Ibrahim, that is the first daughter of Kaaka. So 055-9948-685. 055-9948-685. And we have a Voda number, Voda cash by the name Sahada Hudu, who is the wife of Kaaka. 050-4099-677. 050-4099-677. And we have another number by name Nafi Mohammed, who is me here. It's a Tigo, Airtel Tigo, 026-245-9254. 026-245-9254 is the number. So
okay.
We'll be very
grateful. I'm going to go through them once again. Minawara Ibrahim, that's Kaaka's daughter, is an MTN number, 055-994-8685. 055-994-8685. Then the Vodafone number is Sahada Hudu, that's his wife, 050-4099-677. 050-4099-677. And then Nafiu Mohammed, his own is the Airtel Tigo, 026-245-9254. 026-245-9254.
Let me give my last take. I know you are taking me out of this, but only thing, every platform I have, I conclude by saying this. We as a family, we are poor. So the only thing we say is that every penny you help us with, we are grateful for that. And to conclude with this kind of problem that has befallen our family, we usually say we don't have anything to tell the whole world, but what we need to tell the whole world is we don't have power, we don't have might, but we have our truth. And we believe that he who holds the tree of truth, or who holds the hands of truth, truth will set him free. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will do that for us. Thank you very much for the opportunity, Mr. Dazi.
Thank you very much, Nafiu Mohammed. He is the spokesperson for Ibrahim Mohammed Kaaka's family. My name is Daniel Dazi. This has been Beyond the Headlines on Prime Morning. Stay with us. There's the open forum on the relationship conversation coming up next.
City High.